Hi, this is Liz from New Ink on the Block, and I'm going to show you how I make the mechanism for my waterfall card. And this waterfall card features the Brewed For You, and the one I'm going to demonstrate today is slightly different because we have this flagon, which is in the Brewed For You, but there's no way of filling the flagon bottle. I guess we could use this, but what I did was I used the Bottled Happiness. You might find that this actually fits now looking at it, but I'm going to show you how to make the mechanism. That's the important bit, and then you can embellish any way you like. The happy birthday I used here is from the waves of the ocean, and on the inside I've used again the same paper and matting that I used for the front. Okay, so what we need is this strip of paper for the mechanism, and that's 2.5 inches by 11.5 inches. We're scoring 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 inches. Okay, we've got our card base. This is the thick basic white. This is 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. I've scored in the middle at 4 1/8. I've already layered and stuck this together. The Night of Navy layer is 5 5/8 by 4 inches. The Waves of the Ocean DSP, this is the Calypso Coral one. This is 5.5 inches by 3 7/8. All of the measurements are on my blog, and I'm sharing my details of my blog, so you can be able to find that. We also have this piece of basic white that's 3/4 inch by 3 7/8 inch. You can see I've put pen marks. That means that when I layer it up on here, it's going to be in the middle. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. For our pictures, we have Night Navy, 4 squares. Those squares measure 2 3/4 inches. We also have the Waves of Ocean DSP. They are 2 5/8 inches, and there's 4 of those. We also have the basic white, and there's 2.5 inches, and there's 4 of those. And I've already stamped my images, and I've shared a video on stamping the images for that. I'm going to go through now how we put this together. So I've layered the mat, so you can see I've got some glue on here, and I'll use my eraser on that later. On our scored end of this card, we're going to put tear and tape right at the very end, and then in every one of those 1/2 inch increments that we made in the scoring, okay, each one of those needs to have tear and tape. So I'm going to move my card base out of the way so we don't get that in the way. I'm going to take the backing off here. Please forgive the mess that you see underneath this, because I have stuck this on a couple of times already while practicing on my first couple of takes. Okay, so we're going to use our marks on the back of our white piece, and we're going to take this right up to the top edge of that white piece of card. This is our mechanism. Okay, perfect. It's in the center, it's right at the top, and we're ready to go. So we need to glue our mats and our photo and our stamped image onto our Navy's cards. You can make a better job of this than me. I'm kind of rushing a bit. And feel free to use whatever glue. I'm using the Tombow, but I sometimes use tear and tape, but I'm a bit low on that. Because I'm a messy crafter and I get glue everywhere, I tend to use sticky tape as much as possible. Okay, I'm going to turn this mechanism this way because we're going to now layer our images on. And if you see the images, we're going from a full bottle, partial bottle, oh, nearly empty, very empty. And that's the order that we need to lay them on here. So I'm going to do this. So we need to put our emptiest one at the bottom. And you might want to bend the mechanism so that you layer this up right on the end, and we want to be central as we can. There we go, I'm happy with that. The next one, we take a piece of tape off again. Get ready to layer the next one centrally. Perfect. Going, making to be square, making sure to be square, and at the top. And our final image. There we go. So this will be our mechanism, and this will be how we show our images. So then what we do is we put a bit of tape on the back of here. Or if you, whichever is your favourite strong adhesive. I'm going to have a look on my, where do I want that to sit? That's going to work well. I'm just trying to figure out why I've got such a long stick. I've obviously made the measurement for the pulling mechanism too long, so you could easily take like 2 or 3 inches off that. I've said 11.5, and you could probably do it with 8.5. Okay. So we'll take the tape off here, the backing off the tape. And put this on where you like. Just bring it down a bit from the top. Stick that on. So it looks square at the top, square at the sides. And there is your waterfall card. You can see on this one I used the happy birthday stamp from Waves of the Ocean, because that fitted nicely at the top. And I also put a sentiment here on the pull tab. Any embellishments you want, and also don't forget to make the inside as pretty as you like as well. Okay, I hope that helps, and happy making, everyone. Okay, bye.